Hi Forest fans, Max Newton here, giving you a quick preview of our weekend game away at West Ham, where hopefully Forest fans will be maybe enjoying some peanuts and some cockles and mussels and chatting with the Alf Garnets and so on, and coming back with the 3 points after another excellent performance. And that's what I think will happen. We've beat Villa at home with an excellent performance. Thought everybody played really, really well and played some of the sort of football, especially in the first half, that I think is what Steve Cooper wants to see from the boys. And I think taking a huge amount of confidence into the game. West Ham come through a difficult game against Olympiacos in midweek. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed that Big Evangelos didn't get Olympiacos getting stuck in and kicking the West Ham players a bit. I think they could have done a number on some of their danger players for us, like Bowen, Antonio, James Ward-Prowse. But I think we've got what it takes to stand up to them. I think we've got a really, really good, strong, tall central defensive pairing in Niakate and Murillo to defend. Ward-Prowse is in swinging corners and so on, and free kicks, and let's face it, that's all he's got in the game. And I don't quite buy into this clamour to get him into the England team. We don't want to watch an England team based on getting free kicks and throw-ins and swinging the ball into the box. You need to do a little bit more than that. But we need to be careful from free kicks, especially direct ones. And I think what we need to do, and I think this is what we will do, is we need to quieten the home fans early, because they're on a run of poor form. West Ham, I think they've lost 5 of the last 6 league games. They're starting to show their true form, which is the league form that they showed for most of last season, rather than the fluky European Cup nights that they enjoyed, or whatever, not even European Cup nights, is it? Third grade European trophy nights, but they call themselves champions of Europe for some reason. So I think we can keep them quiet without increasingly possession-based football. But what I think it's really important that we don't do, which is what we did quite a number of times last season, is sit back too much and allow teams that are out of form to play themselves into form whilst playing against us. I think we did that away at West Ham last season. I think we did that away at Spurs. So I think we need to avoid doing that, and I think we will, because we're much more likely to be on the front foot. I mean, don't get me wrong, West Ham are a decent enough side. They're at home. Any away game in the Premier League is difficult for almost anybody but Man City, probably. So it's going to be difficult, and there will be times where we don't have the ball. We will concede chances, but we need to be up for it, stand up to it. I think we'll probably play the same team that started against Villa. So Toff on the left and Oleina on the right, who I think were both absolutely superb. Sangare, Dominguez and Mangala in midfield, which I think is a midfield trio that is working well. It's got a combination of strength, skill, calmness, and as Richard Hudson said behind me, not Richard Hudson, Richard Irwin said behind me at Trent End last week, there's a real eloquency around that midfield. And I think Mangala in particular, we're really seeing a real eloquent footballer this season. I think it's probably been my player of the season so far. And I think we'll see Alango on the left. I think we'll see Morgan Gibbs-White on the right, and Big T up the middle, who is really, really showing himself to be a proper Premier League footballer, and we're a completely different team side with him in the team. I am going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Super Reds. Goals from Big T, and Ryan Yates needs to get a goal. We need to be jumping in the river. So Ryan Yates to come on as a late sub and score a goal, and then maybe West Ham to nick a consolation back. I think we'll probably use quite a lot of subs again. Using the squad, it's a squad game, and it has to be in the Premier League, and you need to keep players fresh. And big shout out to all the players that came on against Villa. I thought Nico Williams in particular was outstanding. I saw a list of stats of blocks, tackles, clearances, and Niakate and Dominguez were right, I think, at the top, and Nico was, I think he was at the bottom of the list, but it was the top 12, the Premier League for the whole weekend. He only played for 10 minutes. I think he made 5 tackles and 5 interceptions and so on. So, absolutely outstanding effort from the Welsh kid. So yeah, 3 points for the Forest. Back home happy, moving up that table, happy days. Come on, you Reds. Oh, and cheese and beetroot cobs for everybody.